Good morning. In today's class, we'll learn about the life cycle of a thread. During the life cycle of a thread, there are many states it can enter. They include newborn, runnable, running, blocked, and dead state. A thread is always in one of these five states. It can move from one state to another via a variety of ways as shown in this diagram. When we create a thread object, the thread is born and is said to be in newborn state. The thread is not yet scheduled for running. At this state, we can do only one of the following two things, that is schedule it for running using start method or kill it using the stop method as shown in this diagram. Next is the runnable state. In the runnable state, the thread is ready for execution and is waiting for the availability of the processor. And this means that the thread has joined the queue of threads that are waiting for the execution. If all the threads have equal priority, then they are given time slots for execution in round robin fashion. The thread that relinquishes control joins the queue at the end and again waits for its turn. This process of assigning time to thread is known as time slicing. If we want a thread to relinquish control to another thread of equal priority before its turns come, we can do this by using the yield method. Next is the running state. As the name says, running, it means that the processor has given its time to the thread for its execution. The thread runs until it relinquishes control on its own or it is preempted by a higher priority thread. There are two conditions in which a running thread may relinquish its control. One is the it has been suspended using suspend method, and the other is it has made to sleep by using the sleep method. Next is the blocked state. A thread is said to be in the blocked state when it is preventing from entering into the runnable state and subsequently the running state. This happens when the thread is suspended, sleeping, or waiting in order to satisfy certain requirements. A blocked thread is considered not runnable but not dead. Last is the dead state. Every thread has its life cycle. A running thread ends its life when it has completed executing its run method. It is natural death. However, we can kill it by sending the stop message to it at any stage, thus causing a premature death to it. So we learned these different states of the thread. Now we will see different methods of the thread class. We have already learned this also, but we will recall its methods. That is start. This can be called when the thread is being started for execution. Stop is used to kill the thread. Run, it executes the body of the thread. Sleep, it is used to move a thread to a sleep for a specified amount of time, that is in milliseconds. Waiting stage of thread until the condition is satisfied, and notify, after the condition the waiting thread automatically executes. Resumes execution of the thread. Suspend, it is similar to wait. When we suspend the method, resume will be taken. Yield, it is used to stop the execution of a particular thread. Set name, it sets the name of a thread. Get name, it returns the name of a thread. Current thread, it returns the name of the currently executing thread. So these are some of the methods that are used in the thread. Then there are thread exception. Sleep method, whenever exception is a runtime error. It's a condition which is generated because of some runtime error. So how these threads are happened or thread exception. Sleep method is enclosed in a try block followed by a catch block. This is necessary because the sleep method throws an exception which should be caught. If you fail to catch the exception, program will not compile.